Hey my buddies, in this chapter we're gonna start indefinite integration, which is the chapter of class 12, and it is very important chapter because always in a board examination a 6 mark question put up from this chapter. So we start the chapter from here. The chapter name is indefinite integration. So first of all, you have to be known what is integration and what is the term indefinite means. So first of all, do you know which type of topics we will cover in this small one shot lectures? So first one topic is integration as reverse process of differentiation. It means, so first of all you will know what is the integration. Integration means the reverse process of differentiation. Integration means the reverse process of differentiation, means what the differentiation is. And how can you find the differentiation? You have to be already known to this term. If you are not known to this term, you can't find integration. So you have to be known this term differentiation. And after we will go on basic formula of integration, then basic integration, then integration by substitution, and trigonometric identities, some particular function, partial fraction, and integration by parts, means by Euler, which we will use UV method. Okay, let's start our topic from here. First of all, we understood what is the differentiation. As you have understood, differentiation is defined as d by dx. It means if you are going to find differentiation of this term x square, how can you find? You will find as 2x. So integration of this term will be find as integration equal to reverse of differentiation. It means d upon dx s square dx. What will you find as this 2x dx? So you will get as x square by 2. From here 2 will be cancelled out plus c. This is the integration. So here is an example, root x plus 1 upon root x, and you have to find the antiderivative of it. What is the means of antiderivative? Antiderivative means integration, antiderivative, derivative, reverse process of differentiation, all are the name of integration. And integration always tells about whole, not a particular space or not at any instant time. Differentiation, as we have already known, that differentiation always talk about at an instant time. For example, if a car is moving from any road, then you have to find the speed of that car at any distance point or any distance time, then that is a differentiation. But by this distance, that instance position, if you want to find the whole speed or for that bike, you can find by integration. So you have to find the antiderivative of this term. How can you find this? So firstly, now I find this, then I will explain on the formula. So here is a term. You have to find I dx. First of all, root x means x is to power 1 upon 2, and 1 upon root x means x is to power minus 1 upon 2 dx. When you integrate this term, you will get as x is to power 1 upon 2 plus 1 and 1 upon 2 plus 1. In second term, you will also get as x raised to power minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 and minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus c. This is the answer. Okay, let's move on topic, and then we will do some more example, and then it will be clear for you. Okay, so start from basic formula and integration. So here are many formula. I not took PPT for this formula. I will write so you can understand all the formula, and you will also get the confidence that you can also learn the formula as well as I have. Okay, so start x is to power n dx. How can you find the integration of this term? You can find the integration of this term by x is to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. You can take one example of this. X is to power 5 dx. So you can find an integration as x is to power n equal to 5. So 5 plus 1. And this is the revision session. So I will try to do each step fast. I will not explain each and every step. Okay, so you have to be also known to this all basic term, because this is a revision session and your examination are on your head. So here 5 plus 1, I will not try to complete this lesson more fastly. I will do at on basic to advanced level and at very good speed, not too much lower and not too much faster. X is to power 6 upon 6 plus c. Okay, this is the answer of this question. Okay, now let's move on another example. E raised to power x dx equal to e raised to power x plus c. E raised to power x dx equal to e raised to power x upon log a plus c. Fourth one, 1 upon x dx equal to log x plus c. Fifth one, cos x dx equal to sin x plus c. Sixth one, sin x dx equal to minus cos x plus c. Seventh, sec square x dx equal to tan x plus c. Eighth one, sec x tan x dx equal to sec x plus c. Ninth one, cos x square x dx is equal to minus cot x plus c. 10th, cosec x cot x dx equal to minus cos x plus c. 11th one, let's take more example of this. 1 dx equal to x plus c. 12 one, sin ex plus b dx equal to minus cos ax plus b upon a plus c. Now take some more example of this. 13 one, 1 upon 1 plus x square equal to tan inverse x plus c. 14 one, 1 upon 1 plus x square equal to minus cot inverse x plus c. 15, 15 one, 15, 1 upon root 1 minus square dx equal to sin inverse x plus c. 1 upon root 1 minus x square equal to minus cos inverse x cos inverse x plus c. Now 1 upon x root x square minus 1 equal to sec inverse x plus c, and 1 upon x root x square minus 1 equal to minus cosec inverse x plus c. Let's take some more formula. uh, Sin x, as it is tan x dx equal to log sec x plus c, or minus log cos x plus c. Now cot x dx equal to log sin x plus c. Sec x dx equal to log sec x plus tan x plus c. Cosec x dx equal to log cosec x minus cot x plus c, and e raised to power x fx plus f dash x dx equal to e raised to power x plus 3. Yes, so there are this kind of formula for basic formula and integration, and now we will move on our topic. If there are if I miss some formula, then you can comment those formula of integration, and I think I haven't missed any kind of formula. So these are all the basic formula, and more formula will be, I have also introduced more formula in further examples and further questions. Okay, so you can move with me on for the topic. Okay, let's start. Note, this is the note. Why this note is important? Because when we do integration of any term like sine x dx, so you can find integration x minus cos x plus c, and you can find also integration of sine ax plus b equal to minus, first of all you will do integration of this term minus cos ax plus b, then you will do differentiation of this term a, so you will write a in denominator, or you can find an integration by this method, but you can't find an integration of this kind of term sine log x. Okay, why? Because you can find log x square, you can't find this kind of term, because x can be replaced by only ax plus b. This means all these formula are even valid for a linear extension of these functions. Hence, we can replace x by ax plus b, not more than that of things. Okay, let's start now our question. This question taken from NCERT book. Okay, so this is the question. First one is basic integration question. How can you find a value of sine 2x? Okay, let's start this. Sine 2x. So first of all, you will write as I equal to sine 2x dx. Okay, now we will do this question by uh, one by one term. Okay, in a step wise, first step, second step, third step. So I equal to, first of all you will write down as, next I equal to, here it's a trigonometric function. So what is the integration of trigonometric function? In integration you have to be not one things, that you have to be eliminate multiply between terms. If there is a multiply exist between term, then you have to be eliminate that multiply. Also you have to be eliminate the power. So you can use trigonometric formula, and you can use any kind of method. You can use your critical thinking mind. Okay, and you can, but you have to be non this thing, that you have to be replace the multiply, or you have to be eliminate the multiply, or you have to be eliminate the power. Okay, there is no power, no multiply, so you can do the integration basically by simple method. What is the integration of sine 2x? Here integration of sine 2x equal to cos 2x in minus. And what happened when this term is remaining? Here not only x, here is a 2x, so you will replace this 2x by, so we will do differentiation of this 2x. So differentiation of this 2x is 2, and you will write 2 in denominator, minus cos 2x plus 2 plus c. You can do this integration by also to substitute. You can let 2x equal to 2, and you can substitute dx equal to dt, and you can also do this by this time. Okay, now let's move on another question. I equal to sine 2x minus 4 e raised to power 3x dx. Firstly, you can write sine 2x dx and then 4 e raised to power 3x dx. You can separate both the term first of all. After separating the term, you can do integration of this first one and then the second one. What is the integration of this sine 2x? You have already did the integration of this sine 2x. What is the integration of this? A minus cos 2x upon 2 minus 4 is a constant term, and integration of e raised to power 3x equal to e raised to power 3x, and differentiation of this term 3x equal to 3, and where you write this 3, you will write 3 in denominator of e raised to power 3x plus c. Okay, let's move. X square 1 minus x square dx solution. First you will write as I equal to x square into 1 minus x square dx. Now we will do multiply. When 1 multiplied by x square, you will get as x square. When 1 upon x square is multiplied by x square, you will get as 1 dx. Now you can separate the term. I equal to x square dx minus 1 dx. Okay, now what will you do? You can do the term by square minus 1 dx. You can do this by I equal to integration of this x square. You will get as x to the power 3 means 2 plus 1 3, and in denominator you will write as 2 plus 1 3 minus 1 integration of this dx equal to x plus c. Let's move on another question. This question is given as x cube minus x square plus x minus 1. Solution. First of all, you will write I equal to x cube minus x square plus x minus 1. In the denominator, you will write as x minus 1 dx. I equal to, you can take common in x cube and minus x square. Here x is a common term between x cube and x square. So here x square will be remaining. When you divide x cube by x, you will get as x square. Minus when you divide x square by x, you will get as x. So you will take x square as common. You can take x square as common. When you take x square as common, here only remaining x and here remaining 1. There is no common between x and minus 1, so you will take common as 1, x minus 1, and in denominator you will write as x minus 1 dx. Now you can separate the term x square x minus 1 upon x minus 1 and plus x minus 1 upon x minus 1, and now you can write as dx. Here this term will be cancelled out, so you will get as x square dx, and here also this term will be cancelled out, you will get as dx. Integration of this term is I equal to x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1, and integration of dx equal to x plus c. X cube plus 3x plus 4 upon root x. How can you solve this question? First of all, you will write as I equal to x cube plus 3x plus 4 upon root x means x is to the power 1 by 2 dx. Now you can separate the term x cube upon x is to the power 1 by 2 dx plus 3x upon x is to the power 1 by 2 dx plus 4 upon x is to the power 1 by 2 dx. I equal to, you can cancel out this term, it means you can use a power rule here. And what is the power rule? Here is x raised to power 3, here is x raised to power 1 by 2, and one is in numerator and second one is denominator. So here is use divide method. And divided method, when the base are same, we subtract the power. So we will get as x to the power 3 minus 1 by 2 dx plus you will write 3, and when you subtract 1 and 1 by 2, you will get as 1 by 2 dx plus 4 x to the power minus 1 by 2 dx. So now we will get as I equal to x to the power 2 3 is 6 minus 1 5 by 2 dx plus you will take 3 as a constant term um, beyond the integration, and x raised to power 1 by 2 dx 4 x raised to power 1 minus 1 by 2 dx. What is the integration of this x raised to power minus 5 x raised to power 5 by 2? It will be get as 5 by 2 plus 1 5 by 2 plus 1 plus 3 x raised to power 1 by 2 plus 1 and 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 4 x raised to power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 and minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus c. From here you will get as x to power 5 by 2 plus 1, you will get as 7 by 2, and 1 5 by 2 plus 1 also you will get as 7 by 2 plus 3 x to power 1 by 2 plus 1, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 3 3 by 2, and 1 by 2 plus 1 3 by 2 plus 4 minus 1 by 2 and plus 1 1 by 2, and here also you will get as 1 by 2 plus c. Now you can reverse the term. You get as 2 upon 7 x to power 7 by 2 plus 3 into 2 upon 3 x to power 3 by 2 plus 4 into 2 x to power 1 by 2 plus c. So we will get as 2 by 7 2 by 7 x to power 7 by 2 plus here both 3 will be cancel out to each other. So we will get as 2 x to power 3 by 2 plus 4 2s are 8 x to power 1 by 2. This is your final answer. Okay, now I think you are understanding the basic term of integration. What is integration and how can you find integration of any uh, function? Let's make like that x cube plus 3x plus 4 upon root x. Okay, let's move on another question. This question is given as 2 minus 3x sin x upon cos square x. How can you find integration of this term? So basically what is our process? I equal to 2 minus 3 sin x upon cos square x dx. So I equal to 2 upon cos square x dx, separate both the term, minus 3 sin x upon cos square x dx. So you will get as I equal to, you will take 2 outside from the integration sign. Here 1 upon cos square x is equal to sec square x dx, minus you will take 3 outside the integration, and sine upon cos. Here cos square x means cos x into cos x. So sine upon cos 10 and 1 upon cos sec. So 10x sec x dx. I equal to, you will get as 2 sec square x. What is the integration of sec square x? 10x minus 3. What is the integration of 10x sec x plus c? This is the final answer. Okay, let's move on another question. The question is given as d upon dx fx equal to 4x cube minus 3x raised to power 4 3 upon x raised to power 4 such that f2 equal to 0. Then find fx. Let's do this question. How can you find fx? Fx equal to integration of d upon dx of fx dx. This is given as 4x cube minus 3x4 dx equal to fx. So x equal to what is the integration of this first term? 4 x is to power 4 upon 4 minus 3. Here x in denominator x is in 4 is in positive term. That means 4 is positive power of x. So when you will take in numerator, you will reverse the term, then you will get the power in negative term. It means you will get as x is to power minus 4, and when you integrate this term, you will get as x is to power minus 4 plus 1 upon minus 4 plus 1 plus c of x equal to, here 4 will be cancelled out, x raised to power 4 minus 3 x raised to power minus 3 upon minus 3. Here minus will be cancelled out and you will get as plus. So fx equal to x raised to power 4 plus, here 3 will be cancelled out, here x raised to power minus 3. So when you will transfer it, you will get as 1 upon x cube plus c. Here f2 equal to 0 means when you put x equal to 2, you will get as 0. So 0 equal to 2 raised to power 4 plus 1 upon 2 raised to power 3 plus c. So here you will get as 0 equal to 2 raised to power 4 means 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, and 8 to the 16 plus 1 upon 8 plus c. So 0 equal to 16 into 8 will get as 128 plus 1, 129 upon 8 plus c. We will get as c equal to minus 129 upon 8. When you put all this value in given answer, f is equal to x to 4 plus 1 upon x cube plus c equal to minus 1 upon 29 minus 129 upon 8. So answer is D. Here given as f equal to, I think we have already done this question. Yes, we have already done this question. So we will move to next question. Next question is integration by substitution. So first of all, you will have to substitute some term, and then you can find integration. That means what? You have to be substitute x square plus 1 as t, u, m, any other term, and then you can find integration of this term. So let's start discussion. You have given as I, and I equal to 2x sine square plus 1, okay, dx. So you will get as, let, for substituting this term, for substitution this term, you will get let x square plus 1 equal to t, and when you differentiate this term, so differentiation of x square equal to 2x, differentiation of 1 equal to 0, and differentiation of x equal to dx, 2x dx equal to dt. So here I is given as, and you can replace the value or you can substitute the value. So 2x dx equal to dt, 2x dx equal to dt, and sine x square plus 1 equal to t, and sine t dt. So integration of sine t equal to minus cos t plus c, and here minus cos, value of t is given as x square plus 1 plus c. Okay, this is the correct answer. Let's move on another question. Here you have given as sine tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. How can you find the answer of this question? So first of all, you will write as I equal to sine tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square dx. Now you have to substitute the term and find the answer. So you have to use your critical mind. For your critical mind, say which term you have to be taken as t. So the derivative of that term is, you can get into this equation. It's mean you can get into this integration. It's mean if you let tan inverse x equal to t, then integration of tan inverse x equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. So you can get this term 1 upon 1 plus x square. Yes, you can get this term. So you will let tan inverse x equal to t. let tan inverse x equal to t. So integration of this term, sorry, differentiation of this term is 1 upon 1 plus x square dx equal to dt. So now you can put the value of this term in this given equation. So I equal to sine t and complete dt. So what is the integration of sine t? Minus cos t plus c. So minus cos, you can put the value of t equal to tan inverse x plus c. Okay, this is the perfect answer. Now move into the another question. Here you have given as tan I equal to tan 4 raised to power 4 root x sec square root x upon root x. Now use your critical mind. What term should you can assume, you can substitute, so you can get the differentiation of that term. It means in this given question, which term you can select as a t. So differentiation of that term also present in this given integration. So you can assume tan root x equal to t. So let tan root x equal to t. Differentiation of this term equal to sec square root x, and then root x equal to, what is the differentiation of root x? 1 upon 2 root x dx equal to dt. You can see here sec root x upon root x dx equal to dt. The 2 will be transferred from this side to that side. We'll get as sec square root x upon root x equal to 2 dt dx equal to 2 dt. So you can write as I equal to, here is a t raised to power 4 2 dt. So you can write as I equal to 2 t raised to power 4 dt. So I equal to 2, what is the integration of this t raised to power 4? You can write as t raised to power 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 plus c. So we will get as I equal to 2 t raised to power 5 upon 5 plus c. You can put the value of t. T is given as tan root x, so 2 tan root x raised to power 5 upon 5 plus c. Yes, this is a very good question. So how can you let this question, and how can you find the integration of this question? So okay, so let's start this question by return I equal to root tan x upon sin x cos x dx. Okay, so let t equal to, so first of all, if you want to assume any t, so differentiation of that term as present in this. If you assume tan x equal to t, so differentiation is not present. So first of all, you have to make that kind of term. Here is only cos x, so you will make here cos square x. So to make this term cos square x, we will multiply by cos x and divide by cos x. So we'll get as tan root x upon sin upon cos tan x. So tan root x, it is given as root tan x. It is given as root tan x upon tan x, and it will be defined as cos sin upon cos tan x, and cos square x. When you reverse the term, so you will get as sec square x dx. You can assume t equal to tan x. That's mean tan x equal to t, so sec square x dx equal to dt. So we'll get as I equal to root t dt upon t. So I equal to root t means t raised to power 1 by 2 upon t dt. So you will get as I equal to t raised to power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 dt. So we'll get as t raised to power minus 1 by 2 dt will get as integration t raised to power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 1 by 2 plus 1 will get as t raised to power 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. When you transfer the it means you will reverse the digit, you will get as 2 t raised to power 1 by 2. It means 2 value of t is given as 10x. It means root 10x. This is the final answer. Okay. Now let's move on another question. Question is given as x cube sine 10 inverse x to the 4 on 1 plus x to the power 8. How can you solve this question? Let assuming 10 inverse x raised to the power 4 equal to t. So you will get as uh, what is the derivative of 10 inverse x to the power 4? 1 upon 1 plus x to the power 8, and then the derivative of this term equal to 4x cube dx equal to dt. So from here x cube upon 1 plus x to the power 8 dx equal to 1 by 4 dt. Here I is given as x cube sine 10 inverse x to the power 4 upon 1 plus x to the power 8 dx. You can put the value of this x cube 1 upon 1 plus x to the power 8 dx equal to 1 by 4 dt, and sine 10 inverse x to the power 4 equal to sine t dt. Integration of this term equal to 1 by 4 minus cos t plus c. Now you can put the value of t minus 1 by 4 cos t equal to 10 inverse x to the power 4 plus c. Let's move on another example. This example is given as 1 upon 1 plus cot x. So first of all you will write as I equal to 1 upon 1 plus cot x dx. I equal to, this confusion is very important for you, 1 upon 1 plus cot x equal to cos upon sin x dx. So I equal to 1 upon sin x plus cos x upon sin x dx. So I equal to sin x upon sin x plus cos x dx. So now what should you do? You should multiply by 2 and divide by 2. This is the phenomenon trick you have to use in this question to get the solution. This question and another next question is of the same kind, and the same process will be used in both question. Okay. So let's, what the process is, multiply by 2 and divide by 2. You will get as 1 by 2. 2 sin x means sin x plus sin x upon sin x plus cos x. Now in numerator there is not any kind of cos x, so you will add and subtract the cos x. So we'll get as I equal to 1 by 2 sin x plus sin x plus cos x minus cos x upon sin x plus cos x dx. So you will get as I equal to 1 by 2. Now you can separate the term sin x plus cos x and plus sin x minus cos x upon sin x plus cos x dx. When you separate the term, you will get as I equal to 1 by 2 integration of sin x plus cos x upon sin x plus cos x dx plus sin x minus cos x upon sin x plus cos x dx. Okay, so we will get as I equal to 1 by 2. Here you will get as, when you cancel out each other, you will get as 1, so you will get as dx plus Here you can let sin x plus cos x. When you let sin x plus cos x equal to t, so derivative of this term equal to sin x, derivative of sin x equal to cos x, and derivative of cos x equal to minus sin x dx equal to dt. But in numerator we have given as sin x minus cos x, so you will take minus as common. Minus sin x minus cos x dx equal to dt. You can transfer the minus, so you will get as same as the numerator. So sin x minus cos x dx, sin x minus cos x dx equal to minus dt. Now you can put the value I equal to 1 by 2 integration of dx plus minus dt upon t. So integration of dx equal to x. So I equal to 1 by 2 x, and dt upon t equal to log t minus log t plus c. Now you can put the value of t 1 by 2 x minus log sin x plus cos x, sin x plus cos x plus c. Okay, this is the final answer. Let's move on another example. 1 upon 1 minus tan x. You have to do this question from yourself, because this question is same as the previous question. If you have the knowledge, and if you have find how can you find a solution of previous question, then you can do this question on yourself. Okay, so let's try this question. If you found any doubt on this question, you can just drop me a comment. This question, okay, how can you solve this question? So first of all, you have I equal to, I is given as 10 raised to 10 x raised to power 9 plus 10 raised to power x log base e 10 upon x raised to power 10 plus 10 raised to power x dx. How can you find the solution of this question? Solution, you will let this term as t, and the derivative of this term is present in numerator. Okay, so let x raised to power 10, let x raised to power 10 plus 10 raised to power x equal to t. So derivative of this term, tan x raised to power 9 plus e raised to power x equal to e raised to power x log e, and e means 10. Derivative of this term e raised to power x dx, e raised to power x dx equal to e raised to power x upon log a. This is the integration of this term, and the derivative of this term d upon dx of e raised to power x equal to e raised to power x log a, and here a is any constant term, dx equal to dt. So now put the value x is 10 raised 10 into x is to power 9 plus 10 raised to power x log e 10 dx equal to dt upon t will get as log t plus c. Put the value of t, so you will get as log 10 raised to power x plus x to the power 10, as you assume the t plus c. So final d is the correct answer. Let's move on another topic, which is the integration using trigonometric identities. There are many trigonometric identities. You have to use all these identities in this question, means on this question, all of the question from this kind of topic, and you can solve the question. Okay, so let's start from this first question, sin square 2x plus 5. I have already mentioned that you have to be eliminate power and multiply in integration, and then you can solve the question. Okay, so here I will try to eliminate the power. So I will use integration, I will use trigonometric identities. The first, I is given as sin square 2x plus 5 dx. First of all, here sin square 2x plus 5, as you know that by cos 2x formula, cos 2x equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x, and from here sin square x equal to 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. It means if here is a x, then you will get here twice that of the term in x. That means here x you will get as, you have to be write here as 2x. If here 2x you will write as 4x. Here 4x you will write as 8x. Okay. So here is sin square 2x plus 5. So what can you write is this term as I equal to 1 minus cos 2 into 2x plus 5 upon 2 dx. So I equal to, you can separate the term, 1 by 2 dx minus cos 22, this is 4x plus 10 upon 2 dx. Integration of this term is 1 by 2 x minus integration of this term is, what is the integration of cos x? Sin x, sin 4x plus 10. And what is the derivative of this term 4x plus 10? 4, and here is 2, but this 4 will be written in the denominator, not in the numerator. So we'll write as 4 into 2. So we'll get as 1 by 2 x minus sine 4x plus 10 upon 8 plus constant c. This is the final answer. Here you have given cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x. How can you solve this question? First of all, we will write I equal to cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x. Now what will you do? You can use the identity of trigonometric in any two terms, maybe cos 2x cos 4x or cos 4x cos 6x. So I will use this two term cos 2x and cos 4x. So I equal to, first of all I will divide by 2 and multiply by 2. 2 cos 2x cos 4x and then cos 6x dx. As you know that what is the formula for trigonometric formula for 2 cos x cos x? This means 2 cos x cos x. Right? It means 2 cos a cos b. Here x is different, so formula of 2 cos a cos b equal to 1 by 2 cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. 2 minus 4, it means 2x, and as you know that cos minus x equal to cos x. Okay, then cos 6x dx. When you multiply this cos 6x, we will get as 1 by 2 cos square 6x dx, and second term as 1 by 2 cos 2x cos 6x dx. Here what can you write here? As you know that from cos 2x formula, cos 2x equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. So from here cos square x equal to 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. It means if here is a x, then you will get here as a 2x, means twice of this term. So here is a 6x, so you will here get as 12x. 1 by 2 1 plus cos 12x upon 2, and here you can multiply and divide by 2. So 1 by 2 2 cos 2x cos 6x dx. You can use also identity here, 2 cos a cos b. So I equal to 1 by 4 1 plus cos 12x dx plus 1 by 2 cos a plus b, it means 8x, and a minus b, it means 4x dx. Now there is a last term, you have to be doing only integration. The integration of 1, I equal to integration of 1 is x plus integration of cos 12x equal to x upon 4. Here 4 is given, 1 by 4. So here cos 12x, integration of cos 12x equal to sine 12x upon derivative of 12x equal to 12. So you will write 12 in numerator, and here also is 4. So 12 into 4, 12 4 is 48 plus 1 by 2 integration of cos 8x equal to sine 8x upon 8 and 1 by 2 integration of cos 4x equal to cos sine 4x upon 4. Okay, this is the final answer. You can write as answer is in the form of I equal to x upon 4 plus sine 12x upon 48 plus sine 8x upon 16 plus sine 4x upon plus c. This is the final answer. Let's move on to another example. Sine raised to power 4x. How can you find the integration of this term? I have already mentioned that you have to eliminate this power by using any kind of trigonometric identity. So solution equal to I equal to sine raised to power 4x dx. How can you solve this question? I equal to sine square x whole square dx. And as you know the formula of sine square x, I have already mentioned that 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 square dx. Square of 2 equal to 4 and 4 is a constant term, so you will take outside the integration 1 by 4 and 1 minus cos 2x whole square dx. A minus b whole square, use the identity of this. A square plus b square minus 2ab dx. I equal to 1 by 4 square of 1 equal to 1 plus cos square 2x you can write as 1 plus cos 4x upon 4. I have already teach you all this formula of trigonometry. So now here minus 2 cos 2x equal to minus 2 cos 2x dx. Okay, dx, you can write dx is here. Now what will you do? I equal to 1 by 4, you can separate all the term dx plus 1 by 16 dx plus 1 by 16 cos 4x dx minus 1 by 2 cos 2x dx. Now find the integration of this all term. I equal to 1 by 4 integration of dx equal to x integration of dx equal to 1 by 16x plus 1 by 16 integration of cos 4x equal to sine 4x upon 4 minus 1 by 2 integration of cos 2x equal to sine 2x upon 2 plus c. Now you can write all this term as, you can add this both term 1 by 16 and 1 by 4, you will get as 4 4s are 16. So you here you will get as 4 and here 1, 4 and 1 5. 5 upon 16x plus 16 4s are 48. It's 64, sorry, sine 4x minus 1 by 4 sine 2x plus c. Okay. This is the final answer. Let's move on another example. The example is given as sine cube x plus cos cube x upon sine square x cos square x. So firstly you will write I equal to sine cube x plus cos cube x upon sine square x cos square x dx. Now you can separate the term as sine cube x upon sine square x cos square x plus cos cube x upon sine square x cos square x and then dx. I equal to, now you can cancel out this term, sine cube x and sine square x will be cancelled out from each other, so you will get as sine x upon cos square x plus here you will get as cos x upon sin square x and dx. Okay, here sin upon cos tan and 1 upon cos x. You can cos square x write it as cos x into cos x. So sin upon cos x equal to tan x and 1 upon cos x equal to sec x. So you can write as sec x tan x dx. And here cot x cosec x dx. Integration of this term equal to sec x and integration of this term equal to minus cosec x plus c. Let's move on next question. Here given as sin square x minus cos square x upon sin square x cos square x. You will write as I equal to sin square x minus cos square x upon sin square x cos square x dx. You can write as sin square x upon sin square x cos square x. You can separate this term. Okay, and then minus cos square x upon sin square x cos square x and then dx. Here sin square x will be cancelled out from each other. You will get as 1 upon cos square x. So 1 upon cos square x equal to sec square x dx, and here cos square x will be cancelled out from each other and you will get as 1 upon sin square x, which means cos square x dx. Sec square x means tan x, cos square x means cot x. And but what's the problem happening here? You know, integration of cosec square x equal to minus cot x, and here minus is also present, so minus minus will be, it will be plus c. It means option A is correct answer. Cos x minus sin x upon 1 plus sin 2x. What can you do? I equal to cos x minus sin x upon 1 plus sin 2x dx. You can write as I equal to cos x minus sin x and 1 once means you can write as sin square x plus cos square x, sin square x plus cos square x plus sin 2x. Do you know about the identity of sin 2x? Sin 2x equal to cos x minus sin x sin square x plus cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x dx. So here you will get as I equal to cos x minus sin x upon a square plus b square plus 2ab. It means a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square dx. You can assume sin x plus cos x equal to t. So let sin x plus cos x equal to t. Derivative of this term sin x equal to cos x, and derivative of this term cos x equal to minus sin x dx equal to dt. So you can write as I equal to dt upon t square. I equal to, when you reverse this term you will get as t raised to power minus 2. So I equal to t raised to power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 plus c. You will get as I equal to t raised to power minus 1 upon minus 1 plus c. So you will get as I equal to, when you reverse this term you will get as minus 1 upon t plus c. You can put the value of t. I equal to minus 1, value of t is cos x plus sin x plus c. Okay, let's move on another example. So there are integral of some particular function. So what are the particular function are there? Dx upon a square minus x square, dx upon x square plus a square, dx upon root of. So first given as dx upon a square upon x square minus x square equal to 1 upon 2a log e plus x upon e minus x plus c. Second one is dx upon x square plus a square equal to 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a plus c. Fourth one is dx upon root x square minus a square equal to log x plus under root of x square minus x square plus c. And next dx upon root a square minus x square equal to sine inverse x upon a plus c. So first of all, how can you prove this formula? So I am proving only one formula of this question, and you can prove all the question, all the formula. So here first is given as dx upon a square minus x square. You can write as dx upon a plus x, a square minus b square, which means a plus b and a minus b. So you can write as 1 upon a plus x and a minus x equal to a upon a plus x and b upon a minus x. When you solve this term, you will get as a equal to a into a minus x plus b into a plus x. Now you can put x equal to a. When you put x equal to a, this term will be cancelled out. A minus a equal to 0, and here a plus a equal to 2a. So 1 equal to 2a into b. So from here b equal to 1 upon 2a. Now put x equal to minus a. So you will get as 1 equal to a into 2a. So a equal to 1 upon 2a. Now put this value and this and do the integration of this term. So you will get as 1 upon a plus x, and here 1 upon 2a plus 1 upon 2a 1 upon a minus x dx. So when you integrate the system, you will get as 1 upon a plus x equal to dx equal to dt. So dx upon t log t 1 upon 2a log a plus x minus 1 upon plus 1 upon 2a. Here 1 upon a minus x equal to t, so minus dx equal to dt. So here minus will be common, so you can take minus dt upon t. This means minus log t. Log t means log a minus x. You can take minus as common, so you will get 1 upon 2a log a plus x minus log a minus x. So you will get as 1 upon 2a log a plus x upon a minus x plus c. Okay, this is your final answer. This is your final answer. Okay, how can you find the formula of this question? Now I am giving some tricks. You can prove this all the formula by, you can put here, have to be change the pen first and then okay. Yes, so you can prove this formula by putting x equal to a tan theta, a tan theta. This formula by x equal to a sec theta. This formula by putting x equal to a sin theta, a sin theta x equal to, and then you can prove this formula. Okay, you can prove all this formula according to you. Okay, next move on another question. Dx upon x square minus 16 solution. Dx upon x square, 16 is the square of 4, so you can write as 4 square, x square minus a square. Formula of which term? X 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon x plus a. So 1 upon 2a log x, here x square is the square of x, so here x is x and a is 4, so x minus 4 upon x plus 4 plus c. I equal to dx upon 3x square plus 13x minus 10. So firstly you have to be try to make this denominator term as in whole square. So you will take 3 as common, 3 x square plus 13 upon 3x minus 10. Now what will you do? Here Coefficient of x is 13 upon 3. So you will add and subtract half of coefficient of x. So here coefficient of x is 13 upon 3 and half of this is 13 upon 6. So we will add square of 13 upon 6 in and subtract the 13 upon 6, square of 13 upon 6. Okay. So you will get as I equal to dx upon 3. You can take 3 outside the integration sign because this is a constant term, and here x square plus 13 upon 3x plus 13 upon 6 whole square minus 10 minus 13 upon 6. Okay, here I equal to 1 by 3 dx a plus b whole square. So x plus 13 by 6 whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square equal to a plus b whole square, and here minus 10 and 13 upon 3 is means 169 upon square of 6 equal to 36, and you multiply 36 by 10, 360. So I equal to 1 by 3 dx upon x plus 13 by 6 whole square minus, you can take minus as common, 10 into 36, 360 plus 169. This means you will get it 469, sorry, 360 plus 169 upon 36. So I equal to 1 upon 3 dx upon x plus 13 upon 6 whole square minus 9 and 0 9, 6 and 6 12, 3 and 1 4 and 5 529 upon 36. So you can write as I equal to 1 upon 3 dx upon x plus 13 by 6 whole square minus 529 is square of 23, so you can write as 23 by 6 square. A square minus b square, which formula you will use here? X square minus a square, 1 upon 2a, I equal to 1 by 3 into 1 upon 2a. A is given as 23 by 6, so 1 upon 2 into 23 by 6 log x minus a. X is given as x plus 13 by 6 minus a is given as 23 by 6, x upon a, and x minus a and x plus a, x plus 13 by 6 plus 23 by 6. You can write the answer as I equal to, here this term will be cancelled out, 2 3 are 6 and 3 will, when you reverse this digit 3 will be get on numerator and this 3 will also cancel out, so you will get as only 1 upon 23 log, when you subtract 23 and 13 by 6 you will get as minus 10 by 6, x minus 10 by 6, and here you will get as x plus, when you add this term 23 and 13 you will get as 36 by, this will be cancelled out and you can multiply here. Okay, and you will get the final answer plus c. Let's move on. Next example, 3x upon 1 plus 2x raised to power 4. How can you solve this question? Right, I equal to 3x upon 1 plus 2x raised to power 4 dx. Okay, here I equal to, here now you let 1 plus 2x raised to power 4 dx equal to, sorry, can't let the term, you will only I equal to here, so you can write as I equal to 3x upon 1 plus, first of all you will take 2 as common, so when you take 2 as common you will find as 1 upon 2 plus x raised to power 4, write as I equal to 1 upon 2 3x x to the 4. That means you can write as x square whole square plus 1 by 2 dx. Assume x square equal to t, 2x dx equal to dt. So here x dx equal to dt by 2. Now you can put the value of this 1 upon 2 into 3 into dt by 2, and here t square plus 1 by 2 dt. 2 to the 4 and 3, so I equal to 3 by 4 dt upon t square plus 1 upon root 2 square x a square plus x square tan inverse, so you can write as I equal to 3 by 4 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. I equal to, reverse this term, 3 by 4 into root 2 to tan inverse. You can put the value of t, equal to x square upon 1 upon root 2. I equal to, when you cancel out this term, you will get as 3 upon 2 root 2 tan inverse root 2 x square plus c. This is the final answer. Okay. Now I have to be skip this question because there are many questions. You can do this question by on your own side. And now I'm taking the example of partial fraction. What is partial fraction? Integration by partial fraction. Let's try to do this kind of question. Solution. Here sec square x upon root tan inverse square x plus 4. You can assume tan x equal to t. So sec square x dx equal to dt. So you can write I equal to dt upon root t square plus 4. 4 is means 2 square. Here you have given as x square plus a square. So what is the formula of this? Log x means t plus x square plus a square means t square plus 4 plus c. Now we can put the value of t. So I equal to log tan x plus tan square x plus 4 plus c. Move on. Another example, 8 plus 3x minus x square. What will you do in this question? Solution. I equal to 1 upon root 8 plus 3x minus x square. So here I equal to 1 upon dx. You can take minus as common, so minus x square minus 3x minus 8 dx. Now what will you do? I equal to 1 upon root minus, here coefficient of x is 3, so you will add and subtract square of half of the coefficient of x. Half of the coefficient of x equal to 3 by 2 and square of 3 by 2 equal to 9 by 4. So you will add and subtract 9 by 4. X square minus 3x plus 3 by 2 whole square and minus 8 minus 3 by 2 whole square dx. I equal to dx upon root minus x minus 3 by 2 whole square, and here you will get as minus 8 plus 9 by 4. The minus is a common term between all, so you can write as this kind. Okay. So I equal to dx upon, here plus minus minus and minus minus plus, so you will get as minus 8 4 the 32, 32 and 9, you will get as 32 and 9, 32 plus 9 into 41. It means you will get as root 41 upon 4 minus x minus 3 by 2 whole square. So you will get as I equal to dx upon root 41 by 2 whole square minus x minus 3 by 2 whole square. So we will get as I equal to a square minus x square equal to log x plus under root of x square minus a square minus x square. It means you will get as a term of sine inverse. You can write as log, you will get as sine inverse x upon a, sine inverse x upon a, sine inverse x upon a root 41 by 2. So you can write as I equal to sine inverse 2x minus 3 upon root 41 by 2. 2 will be cancelled out from each other. So you can write as I equal to sine inverse 2x minus 3 upon root 40. This is the final answer plus 3. Okay. One question we have given I equal to 1 upon 9x square plus 6x plus 5 dx. How can you solve this question? So I equal to, first of all you will take 9 as a common because you have to be make coefficient of square as 1. Okay, so dx upon, take 9 as common, x square plus 6 upon 9x plus 5 upon 9. Okay, so I equal to dx upon 1 upon, you can take 9 as outside the integration sign. Here coefficient of x is 6 upon 9. So what will you do? You will add the square of half of the coefficient of x and subtract the square of half of the coefficient of x. So half of this coefficient 6 by 9, when you do half of this you will get as 3 by 9. So add x square plus 6 by 9x plus 3 by 9 whole square, subtract plus 5 by 9 minus 3 by 9 whole square. Okay, now you will get as I equal to 1 upon 9 dx a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you will get as a plus b whole square, and here plus 5 upon 9 minus square of 3 is 9 and square of 9 is 81. Okay, I equal to dx upon x plus 3 upon 9 whole square plus, here 9 9 is 81 and 9 5 is 45. 45 minus 9 is means you will get as 36 upon 81. We can write as I equal to dx upon x plus 3 upon 9 whole square plus 6 upon 9 whole square. You can find the simplest form of 3 upon 9. So you can cancel out by 3 both digit x plus 1 upon 3 whole square plus 2 upon 3 whole square. So we will get as I equal to dx upon x plus, here 1 upon 9, 1 upon 9, 1 upon 9 and 1 upon 9, x plus 1 upon 3 whole square plus 2 upon 3 whole square. So a square plus x square equal to 1 upon 8 and inverse x upon 8. So I equal to 1 upon 9, 1 upon a equal to 2 upon 3, tan inverse x means x plus 1 upon 3 upon a means 2 upon 3. You can solve this term. So you will get as 1 upon 9 and here 3 upon 2, tan inverse 3x plus 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 3. Here 3 will be cancelled out from each other, and here 9 and 3 will be cancelled out from 3. So you will get I equal to 1 upon 6 tan inverse 3x plus 1 upon, okay, 1 upon 6 tan inverse 3x plus 1 upon 2 plus c. This is the final answer. Okay, let's move on another example. 5x plus 3 x square plus 4x plus 10. How can you solve this question? This is only for you. You have to solve this question, okay, on your own method. If you find any doubt regarding this question, you can just drop me a comment. One next question, you can also solve this question. Okay, this question is also for you. Let's move on. The integration by partial fraction. What is partial fraction? So you have to be known this all 5 terms. If you have given the question in this form, px plus q x upon x minus a, you don't have to be this kind of form. You don't known to this numerator form. Whatever be the numerator, you only go on denominator and you have to find it. If the term is x minus a and x minus b, you can write it a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b. If term is kind of that, you can write as a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a square. If term is like that, then you can write as a upon x minus a, for second one b, and for third one c upon x minus c. For this term, a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus a square plus c upon x minus b. And for this term, a upon x minus a, but here square, so you will write as bx plus c, x square plus bx plus c. Okay, this all formula of partial fraction. Okay, now by this all formula we will try to find the integration. This is the first question. How can you solve this question? Here I equal to x upon x plus 1 plus 2 dx. Use partial fraction because here given x plus 1 is a and 2 is b. So use partial fractions x upon x plus 1 and x plus 2. You can write as e upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2. So when solve this term, you will get as x upon x plus 1 x plus 2. So here a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1 upon x plus 1 x plus 2. This term will be cancelled out. So here x equal to a x plus 2 plus b x plus 7. Now how can you find the value of a and b? So you will put x equal to 1 or 2. So one term will be reduced, so you can find the value of another term. So if you put x equal to minus 2, there will be 0. So a into 0 will get as 0, so you can find the value of b. So first put x equal to minus 2, will get as minus 2 a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b minus 2 plus 1. Okay, now minus 2 equal to minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So a into 0 0, b minus 2 plus 1 equal to minus 1. So minus 2 equal to minus b. Here minus will be cancelled out, so b equal to, now we will try to find the value of a. So we will put x equal to minus 1. So here minus 1 equal to a minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1, which means 0. Minus 1 equal to a 2 minus 1 minus plus 1. So a equal to minus 1. Now you can write the value of a and b, and you will get as x upon x plus 1 x plus 2 dx equal to 2 upon, sorry, minus 1 upon x plus 1 and plus 2 upon x plus 2, and you can find the integration of this term. So here you will get as minus 1, integration of this term is minus log x plus 1, and integration of second term is plus 2 log x plus 2 plus c. So you can write as minus, there is a minus, so you can, when you write by the using the logarithm formula, minus a log b, it means log b raised to power a, it means log x plus 1 raised to power minus 1. As here log x plus 2 is equal to plus c. This is your final answer. You can find one more step. You can write x plus 1 raised to power minus 1 as 1 upon x plus 1. Okay. This is the next question, 3x minus 1 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. How can you find the solution of this question? By partial fraction. Solution. So here 3x minus 1 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, and x minus 3. Solution. You can find a solution I equal to 3x minus 1 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. How can you write this solution of this question? 3x minus 1 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3 as e upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2 plus c upon x minus 3. Now can write as 3x minus 1 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, and x minus 3. We'll get as a into x minus 2, x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1, x minus 3 plus c into x minus 1, x minus 2 upon x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3. This term will be cancelled out from each other. So we'll get as 3x minus 1 equal to a into x minus 2, x minus 3 plus b into x minus 1, x minus 3 plus c into x minus 1 and x minus 2. Now you have to find the value of a, b and c. So for you will try to make another term as 0. So if you want to find the value of a, then try to make b and c as 0. So if you put x equal to 1, this will be 0. So this term will be reduced. This will be 0. Also this term will be reduced. So we will get the value of a. So put x equal to 1. So 3x minus 3 into 1 minus 1 to a 1 minus 2 and 1 minus 3 plus b into 1 minus 1 0, so 0 plus c 1 minus 1 0, c into 0. So here you will get as 3 1 3 minus 1 2 equal to a 1 minus 2 minus 1 and 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2. So a equal to 2 upon 2. You will get a equal to 1. Now you will try to find the value of b. So we will put x equal to 2. So this term a 2 minus 2 will be reduced, and this term c also will be reduced. So first put x equal to 2. 3 into 2 minus 1. Here a into 2 minus 2, it means 0, plus b 2 minus 1, it means 1, and 2 minus 3, it means minus 1. Here also 2 minus 2 equal to 0, so c into 0. 3 2 is 6, minus 1 5 equal to minus b. So b equal to minus 5. Now you have value of a, b. Now you have to find the value of c. So finding the value of c, you will put x equal to 3. When you put x equal to 3, this term will be cancelled out. 3 minus 3 0. This b term of b will be also cancelled out. 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So here you will get as 3 into 3 minus 1. It means 8 equal to, see, 3 minus 1 2 and 3 minus 2 1. 3 into 2, and c equal to 4. Now what will you do? We'll put all this value here. We'll put all this value here. I think you have to be, I have to be take one more slide. Okay, I have to cancel this term. Okay. So here we have given e upon x minus 1. A is given as 1, so 1 upon x minus 1 dx, plus b is given as minus 5, so minus 5 upon x minus 2, and c is given as 4, so 4 upon x minus 3 dx and dx. Here will be log x minus 1 plus minus 5 log x minus 2 plus 4 log x minus 3 plus c. This is the final answer. Okay, this is the final answer.